On this place here, on this axle or spindle where the seal mates up, I'm having to go all the way around. I've already done the bottom. The top is the only part I haven't done. Just a couple, about 4 inches across the top. Here's all I haven't done yet. And that's all of this rust right here. I got to get all that off. I'm going around it with a file, carefully, trying not to cut too much. And then I will go around it with some real fine sandpaper, polish it up a little bit, because that's where the new seal is going to be. But the new seal, the kind that I'm putting in, does not actually ride. It goes on this part, but it doesn't spin on it, because I think I already explained that in a different part of the video, but in case I didn't, it's a press fit on here, and it spins inside of itself. So after I finish cleaning this part off, then the next thing I got to do is that bushing right there. I got to replace that from underneath the trailer. Working on this bushing underneath, I think I got video on doing the other side, but I don't remember. Just want to make sure I got this covered. Anyway, I just let this slack adjuster spin down out of my way when I took it off, because this pin was kind of sticking and I didn't want to fight with it. So anyway, I took these 4 bolts out. One of them is broken off. It was broken off before I got it, but I'm going to get that out of there and put another bolt in it. I got the other 3 out. Had to work one of them quite a bit, tightening and loosening, tightening, loosening. The threads come through the other side. You can see that like this one does here. So I got that off, you know, wire brushing the threads and everything, keeping spray on them. And anyway, this cover is not in too bad a shape. Might stick it back on. I got new ones. So now I'm at the point of just tapping this bushing with a hammer, knocking it out of there. Maybe I need 2 hands on it. Or maybe I need to stick a hammer or a screwdriver in underneath the edge of it and pry it out. So, yeah, I just stick a screwdriver under the edge of it and it pried right out. But this hole is in pretty bad shape. It's pretty rough, pretty crusty. I got a lot of digging around in there to clean that out. And that one does have to be cleaned out. Okay, don't know how well I can do this with holding the camera in one hand, pliers with the other, but I did torch that red hot and it's quickly cooling off on me, but the stud is coming out. Waiting for it to focus. Come on, focus there. I guess it's too dark to focus. Anyway, I'm going to put some weather resistant bearing grease inside this thing now that it's cooled down. I had to torch it. Well, yeah, you already saw that, to get that stud out of there. I'm just going to put this stuff in there to help the thing keep from rusting up like that again and getting stuck. That's just my preference. I don't know if it's the right way to do it or not. And then I'm going to put the grease inside the bushing, put the bushing in the cover with the, of course, the hole is on the bottom of the cover for this grease fitting here to stick out. And then I'm not going to lock this down tight until I get the camshaft in it. I'll start the bolts, but I won't lock it down tight till the camshaft is in it, because this has to rock around. I don't want it to be in a tight position on the cam. I want the cam to be loose fitting in that. Yeah, you can adjust that that bearing holder down there with a hammer a little bit, and then the bushing inside can rotate slightly to different angles and to compensate for wherever you end up leaving that thing. And you can just put however many shims you need on one side, or on these they give you 2 new ones for the outside before you put your snap ring on out there, or your C-clip snap ring out there. I'm going to go ahead and put a little grease on these journals, and then put this on, and got to do that. I need my hands for that. I need both hands for that. Got the first washer on here. Got the it's that funny shaped one. Have the cam started in the hole here. The hole is well greased, and now we put the second washer on here. That's the biggest one, because it's got to step up a little bit bigger machine surface up here than that one is down there. And then I'm going to push this all the way down into the bushing over there, and get ready to tighten up those screws. Those screws are loose. They're in there, those 4 screws, that one, the other 2, but they're not tight yet. They're just barely threaded in, just started in. And I'm not going to tighten them down until the shaft is all the way in there. This is where I'll be getting ready to put this C-clip on. When I shove this thing home, when I push it in all the way, it will expose it better expose the groove for the C-clip right on the outside of this washer here. Yep, there's our groove for the C-clip right there. Just tap that thing down into place, and then we're done on this end. Wish the geese were flying north instead of south. also trying to adjust this thing here. This pin here has to go inside this hole here. And I'm trying to cheat since this pin is kind of stuck in here. And I'm not in a big hurry to take it out if I can work around it. It came off that way. I thought maybe I'd get lucky and it'd go back on like that, but it might not. Well, I think one of the reasons why it came off that way is because I already had I didn't have the C-clip in the camshaft, and it was already slid outwards when I took it off. And I had already taken that stuff off of it. So I think I do have to go ahead and take this pin out and get the slack adjuster freed up. Looks like I do have to put some heat on it. They do make a tool to press this out, but I don't do enough brakes to bother with that. I just have to do this. If I bought every single tool that they make for all of this, I'd spend $10,000 on little hand tools and save myself $1,000 in labor from having someone else do it. So we want to heat up the other side too, because it might be the side that froze up. Well, whichever side froze up, this ought to thaw it out. Now, where's my water brush? Okay. I'll put that on the brush wheel, clean it up. Well, these shafts that I bought for this are just a little bit bigger than the originals, so it's going to take a few extra washers to take up that space. Now, where's that C-clip? That one is done as far as putting the cam in. Now I got to put the brake shoes on. But we already got that on another part of the video. This video is going to have several parts to it. I don't know how many, because I did 4 brakes like this. Well, this is the 3rd one. I got one more to do. I don't think I have on camera yet popping the seal off, so we'll get that on the last one and put that somewhere where it goes.